Hello everyone. Today we will be going to solving the problem from Codeforces round 803 division 2 XOR Mixup. So let's see what the problem is telling us. There is an array A with n minus 1 integers. Let x be the bitwise XOR of all the elements of the array. The number x is added to the end of the array and then the elements are shuffled. You are given the newly formed array A. What is x? If there are multiple possible values of x, you can put any of them. So basically the question is telling us that previously it has an array of n minus 1 integers, then the XOR of all the elements is bitwise XOR of all the elements is x. The x is added to the end of that array A, and now the elements are shuffled. So now the array length is n integers. So you have been given the newly formed array A of n integers. We have to find out the XOR value of the remaining elements of that array. So if there are multiple possible values of x, we can output any of them. So let's see the input. The input is first line contains an integer t, number of test cases, then the integer n, the number of integers in the resulting array, and the second line will be the array elements. So additional constant on the input is array is made by the process described in the statement. So it's same. So the output will be a single integer a as described in the single integer x as described in the statement. So let's go to the code and code it out. So let's code it out. Include bit slash stdc plus plus dot h using namespace std int main. So first will be the number of test cases in t cn t. So the number of test cases, while t minus minus now will be the number of elements in the array c in 10 cnn. Now we'll be initializing a vector of int array of size n. So let's input the values. Int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, c in array of I. So now we will use a brute force method. We will be using two for loops in this. So first what we will do is for int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now first of all what we will do, we will store the current element. For storing the current element, we will initialize a value int k. So k will be containing the current value array of I. Okay, so now we have to find the XOR of the remaining elements. So for that what we will do, we will initialize XOR int XOR equals to 0. So we will run a for loop for int j equals to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. So to check if the remaining element XOR is equals to the current value, means k's value, then k is the XOR of the remaining element. So for that what we have to do, we have to like if j not equals to I, means that index value. Okay, if it is not similar, so what we will do, we will XOR the elements. XOR equals to XOR and it will be array of j. Okay, so XOR. Okay, we have found the XOR of the remaining elements. We will check now if XOR equals to k, means the element that we have stored in the first in the case value. If it is equal, what we will do, we will break out of the loop. Okay, and after this for loop we will print the value c out of k and l. Okay, and finally return 0. Okay, let's take the example. Copy the value, let's paste it here. Let's run the code. Okay, it's 46600. So they have told this is 3760, but they have told we can print any value. So let's download the code and submit it. And it is accepted. So if anyone didn't understand, let's do a dry run of the first example. So if we like see, let's take the example one. So in this example 435, right? Our answer was 4. So let's take an example here. Let's take 435. So if 4 is the first element, 4's value is 100. This is nothing but the binary representation of 4. So we have to find the XOR of the remaining elements, means 3, 2, 5. So let's find it out. So 3's binary representation is 0, 1, 1, and 2's binary representation is 0, 1, 0. So XOR of 3 and 2 will be giving 0, 0, 1. Okay, and last value is 5. 5's representation is 101, and the XOR of 3, 2, and 5 will give us 1, 0, 0. That is nothing but 4. So 4 is our answer here. We can output any of the values. Okay, so this is the code, and I guess this is the dry run. So if you have any problem, go through the problem once, and it is very easy. You can understand the problem. So thank you, and we will see you next time.